Hey everyone, it's Aradhana. By the time this comes out, the book sale that I went for will have been over. It ended on the 12th of May, which, so I went while I'm filming this yesterday, which was the 8th of May. I went early at about the time it opened, a little bit after that, so there were not many people. The book sale is a hotbox book sale by Big Bad Wolf, which happens in Malaysia pretty often. And so the thing is you buy a box. In this case, I bought this one, the smaller one, for a set amount, and you can fill it up with as many books as you want, so long as the box closes at the end, and you pay a set amount for it. So I paid 100 ringgit, which is about 33 USD, I think. 32, it's about 33 Sing dollars, and I know that is not 1 to 1 with USD at the moment, I think. But yeah, so 100 ringgit, and I came home with 15 books, one of which was a hardcover. I could have gotten more hardcovers, but there weren't really many that I liked, that I was like, oh, I want this. So I just got the one hardcover. And usually hardcovers are about 70 ringgit here, so 100 ringgit, and I got 15 books, including a hardcover. 2 of those books I've already taken out of this box, okay, because I opened it yesterday. I got them for my kids. I gave them their books yesterday, so 13 books for me. Now, the thing about Big Bad Wolf books is that they're not in perfect condition. These are the books that are the rejects from bookstores. Maybe they have markings on the edges of the pages. Maybe something will be a little off on the colors. The stories themselves are the same. So these books some of them are a little bit old looking, but like, I don't care. I got 13 books for less than 100 ringgit. I'm like thrilled, and these are books that I know I'm gonna read. Some of them I hadn't come across before, but majority of them were like, you know what, this is an author so many people have told me is really good. And yes, I'm not in the age group for the target audience, but my daughter almost is, and I'm really excited to share these stories with her. We're thinking about maybe reading one of them together. So, and then the rest, she says she doesn't mind waiting until next year and seeing if she's wanting to read them then. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a book haul. I'm gonna to show you what I got. So we'll start with the first one that it wasn't the first book I saw. I spent 4 hours in that sale. Okay, the books were not organized. They were just set on tables, and you could go through them and choose what you wanted to just put them in your cart or your box, however. And so I was like diligently going through the books and seeing what I wanted and whether there was anything I wanted to buy. And so some books I went back for, some books I wasn't sure, because it was like book 3 of a series and I couldn't find book 1 even after searching for 4 hours. So, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. My mother-in-law actually picked up my kids up from school because I was still at the sale. But she was fine with it. She was like, you go see the sale. Usually you take the kids, and and then I don't get a chance to see my own book. So she was like, you take your time, do this. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? You can tell I'm very excited about it because I have been on a self-imposed book buying ban for a while. So I will occasionally I will pick up something, but it's been one book, or like someone will give me something. I have not done a haul in a very long time. So we have firstly When Beauty Tamed the Beast by Eloisa James. I have read Eloisa James's Regency novels before, and I do like them. So I saw this and I was like, I don't have this one. I would love to get it. I know a lot of other Regency authors are supposed to be really good, but I've not gotten my hands on any of theirs, even though a lot of them are on my TBR. And then we have Daughters of Ruin, which I have never heard of, never seen, but the synopsis at the back seemed really interesting. The cover was kind of fascinating, and I think it's a standalone, so that's really good. Um, and yes, I bought that. This one I went back for because I saw it and I was like, you know what? I couldn't find it again. Then I found it. I couldn't find it where I saw it first. And then when I was leaving, I came across another copy and I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign. Huntress by Melinda Lowe. This is a little on the old side, but I have heard decent things about it, and it has been on my TBR for a really long time. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get it finally. These are the Not series books. I saw this and I immediately went, I want this. It's been on my TBR for so long. Let's Talk About Love. This cover is gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm very excited about this. Just you know, matchy colors. This one also I've never heard about, but it looked and sounded fascinating. Love Arrives in Pieces, another romance novel. So, yeah. And then we have the hardcover. I know very little about Magnus Chase, the first book in the series. I have never read Rick Riordan's books. I am admitting this right now. I have never read Rick Riordan's books. I think I pronounced that wrongly. But hardcover, new, this was like the one, new, looked fascinating, on sale, and yes, I went to get it. I put it back. And then because I've never read Rick Riordan's books, this one's not in great condition. Like the back is all faded. But I finally found The Lightning Thief. I was like, I can finally get it, It's on sale. Why not? I got book 1, book 2, and book 3. Books 4 and 5 I could not find. But yeah, I got them. I'm starting Percy Jackson, finally. They came out when I was an older teenager, and I didn't really want to read middle grade books at that time. So I never picked them up. But then recently I started reading middle grade novels because they're fascinating and, the world building is really good. Like, I got Arusha, the first one. I couldn't find the rest. I love this series. I've actually read the first 3 already. So after I fell in love with Arusha, I was like, you know what? I do want to read Percy Jackson. Maybe I'll borrow it from the library, which I had not done yet. So when I saw the books at the sale, I was like, you know what? It is time. It is time. Most likely my daughter and I are going to start reading Percy Jackson together. She is 7, and that might be a little young to read it on her own, especially because she's at the phase where she wants illustrations in her novels. I did pick up for her in a novel, like a little bit thick one that had 3 books inside, and it had illustrations, but very few, and she is already in love with that story. She's already started reading it. She took it to school today to read during her free time. But yeah, so that's so far for Rick Riordan's books. Then I kept seeing one of his books, but it was book 2, and it was on practically every table, but I couldn't find book 1 until almost the end of my time there. I got the 1, 2, 3, the entirety of the Kane Chronicles. I regret absolutely nothing about this, okay? I'm so thrilled with what I got. These are 13 books. Whether or not I'm going to read them immediately is, a whole other thing. My TBR is staring me at the face. I have a book that I'm currently reading in the living room that I haven't touched in a couple of days. I have a book on the Kindle that I need to review that I haven't touched. Oh, no, that one I touched. That one I've been reading. I've been reading after I make the kids sleep. I kept that next to me. So while they're still falling asleep, I read a few chapters. It's taking a while because the formatting is off. But yeah, But you know what? These make me happy. I'm excited. I am very thrilled about what I've managed to get, and what I have added to my TBR now, to my collection, and I have no space to put these books, but I don't care. I don't care. I will find space. I will make space. But yeah, so let me know in the comments whether you've read any of the non-Rick Riordan or imprint books, because Arusha is under that imprint. Have you read any of the other novels? Do you know anything about them? Do you have any recommendations for other Rick Riordan imprint books? Actually, do you have recommendations for Regency novels that are written by authors of color and involve characters of color? That would be really nice as well. And I will come back to YouTube in a couple of weeks with hopefully something about writing, because I do need to do that as well. But yeah, like, subscribe, check out my social media pages, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye!